His name's Mark Brereton. He is British by birth, but after nearly 2 decades here in the United States, he is as American as they come, and that includes an infectious sense of optimism. In spite of a life-changing event, Mark, he rose up, and he's taking others with him. Mark Brereton isn't one to keep still. He's always moving, his mind always spinning like the rotor blades on the helicopter he flies.
My dream was flying, it always has been.
But he's a most unlikely chopper pilot. Mark is a paraplegic, losing the use of his legs in a motorcycle racing crash in 2007. Take me back to the day it went wrong.
I was coming into a corner around 150 miles an hour and I went for the brake, and the brake lever had fractured and had fallen off, so I had no brake. I slid the bike and I went through a gravel trap. I knew straight away what I'd done. I was lying there in the gravel looking up at the clouds. I don't speak to God very much, but I said, please give me 8 seconds back. I'll totally fix that.
Mark did extensive rehabilitation at the Shepherd Center in Atlanta. It was from his hospital bed that he proposed to his future wife, Samantha.
And she said that she didn't want to leave. I said, well, if you're not going to leave now, I don't want you to leave in the future. Will you marry me? And she didn't say yes. She went and checked with the doctors to see how much medication I was on, because she didn't want me coming back saying, oh, I was drugged up. I didn't mean it.
They were married on the same racetrack where they met. And through hard work, Mark was able to regain some movement in his legs, allowing him to use a walker. It also rekindled his passion for flying. Why was this so important to you? Why not just find a new hobby?
I've always had that dream of flying. I wasn't going to race motorcycles again, but I thought flying airplanes, I could do that again. Fuel pressure.
He did, and then went through a rigorous process to be able to fly helicopters. Now, Mark straps his wheelchair to the skids of the chopper and flies around. And it wasn't long before he decided to take up some young people in much need of a lift, those who'd been recently paralyzed themselves and were in rehabilitation at the Shepherd Center.
Mitch, how you doing? It's as basic and as simple as a helicopter can get. It's like a washing machine with a ceiling fan attached to the roof.
First up on the day we were there was Mitchell. He'd lost the use of his legs after a car accident just 3 weeks from his high school graduation. We give Mitch a hand into the chopper for his first ever flight. His mom watches and worries.
Are you scared?
No. Are you?
I am a little bit.
Beacon on.
After a series of flight checks, they're off.
It's crazy how far you can see.
Oh yeah, you can. We're not even that high.
A different perspective from where Mitch has been forced to see the world. For Mark, that's the point. How did you decide to start taking up kids who are in similar situations?
It's the closest thing to magic, and it's an amazing sensation, amazing feeling. And for somebody that's been in a wheelchair, what an amazing experience it is to fly effectively a chair that can go anywhere and do anything.
Mitch, what you think?
Dude, that was awesome. I had a great experience. That was sweet. We should get one.
You want to get one?
We need to.
Mark took 2 other young people up for their first flights. Mark and his passengers may have some limitations, but he wants them to know that with faith and hard work, it's possible to rise above expectations.
You only get what you're given, but whatever you're given, you need to use. You need to maximize that.
Amen to that, right? It was actually pretty remarkable to see Mark and Mitchell together. Mitchell, again, just a few months out from his accident, and when we were there, you could almost see the light just flip on.
Yeah.
Like he realized in a moment with Mark that, you know, it might be different moving forward, but his life's going to be just fine.
There's hope in the future. Good for him.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
And I love how he said, we need one of these. We need one of these helicopters.
No word on whether his mother's actually going to buy him one, but
All right,
dreams,
Craig,
guys.
thank you so much.